The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. Open man is Higgins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check safety.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? And we just saw their first one of this game.
The Colts send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Bears take over.
Yellow.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Devin Bush. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Mahomes. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have. NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of his skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Tight, watch Wolf. Tight, watch Wolf.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
First down, Indianapolis.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let him know. Check. Deep grip.
Now a carry from Mack. And he is going to lose yardage here. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Jray216 Pittsburgh.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score 12-7. Bears nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Check. Watch the line.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First down, Colts.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Break. Mike, 58, right there. Check tight. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, Thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that, hitting the defense hard early? And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Crouch. Tight dog. Check 13. Check.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, check Mike. Hey, dribble in. I'm going to run you.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hey, 15. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check 50, check 50. Check 3. Joker.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 15.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Mahomes going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score 14. Bears nothing. Justin Tucker set for kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to...
Now the ball comes loose, and this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Hey, check Mike. Hey, 43. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Check 99. Whip. Watch the whip. Check 3. Switch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run! And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yellow, charge your line. Here I come. Shit. Check nickel.
Now Gordon on 1st down. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Pick the edge.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Melvin Gordon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
I got it.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
60 Pittsburgh. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This pass complete to Higgins. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. 6'6", pull it high. Bravo. Let's go. You tighten up. 45's the mark. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And the Colts first down.
Let's go now.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They come out here in the eye. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, 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 check. 49, check 49, check 49. 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 49,
And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll try and run it, and he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide, usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now a handoff looking right. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the screen. Hey, 57, 57. Check Michael Allen, check Michael Allen. That's what I do.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
60 get.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready.
They're going to look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
You ready?
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Hayward. Spot.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
First to the ground and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line.
And the Colts first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
What we got?
Staying on the ground with Mack. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
15 run. 15 run. Skate situation. Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mack. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Mack, and this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, echo. 45, 45, come on, 45. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Looking to run with Mack, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal.
Check Mike 45. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. That's what you got, son.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. That's not exactly what you want there, especially given the time on the clock. But now, got to kick the field goal, right?
You do, and actually, you show a little faith in your defense when you do that, because you kick the field goal here, you're telling them, we believe you'll get the ball back for us for one more shot.
So a big kick to get this back to even. Yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Yellow.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Mahomes to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, bring it up. At their own 19-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 19, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Watch the shit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
1st and 10 at the 36.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 25, check 25, check 25, 25.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
It's yellow.
Now they try the right side here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without